Hey everyone, how's it going today? Lamoura here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. We are here still in the Mordona area, Revenant's Toll, and we need to talk to Tataru in order to start our quest. But before we do that, let's just eat a boiled egg. Let's eat another boiled egg. And let's hit our minion roulette. See who we get today. Little fat little dodo. It's so stupid. Sweet. I don't think we've gotten that guy, at least in a long while. An allied perspective. Tataru has a message for you from Alphino. Oh, I have been so caught up with the recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been a word from Alphino. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight. And they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyways, you best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alphino said that he would meet you at the Royal Promenade. Alright. To Ul'dah we go, then. Let's see what the Allied leaders have to say about this situation. If they will answer the call. Alright, let's see what's going on here. After this mission is done, and after this cutscene, we'll have one more, and we'll start doing the last trial of the A Realm Reborn. We're getting close, guys. We're about halfway to the end of this patch. So I would call it, actually, no, we'll save it for later. Let's just continue that. I didn't know how many episodes are really going to be because there's a few things at the end that we'll have to worry about, but we'll talk about it later. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I had hoped to proceed with the negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems urgent requests for an alliance or for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Wow, I couldn't say that at all. But it seems an urgent request of an audience has prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are already settled in. Let us join them, shall we?
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Ul'dah to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission in inestimable? I've never heard that one. Inestimable danger. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Hashfont and Sir Amric to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. I can never say that. Like, in the middle of a sentence, Eorzea is just like the most awkward thing to say for me. Captain Ilbert, what news? Then the assault is begun? We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durandare at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Gervanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Nia, I would have you and your adventure allies bolster their defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marceline at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Cool. Alright. We are about to go into our last trial. This is going to be it for A Realm Reborn. We will have technically one more dungeon to do. I almost forgot to mention that we will be doing the Crystal Towers. I know I've said it earlier in this LP, but I want to make sure that it is repeated. After the patch 2.55 is done before the Fall Part 2, we will have one final episode where we do the Crystal Towers. Supposedly in patch 5.3 that's coming out, that will be required as part of the main scenario quest, because apparently, I haven't gotten there yet, it is important to the story of Shadowbringers, so they are making it mandatory in A Realm Reborn. It is our first 24-man raid, I believe it is, so we'll have to experience that for the first time, but It will be our final send-off and farewell to Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn until we hit Heavensward. Alright, Marceline. Tell me what I need to do. You are the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent. Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I have assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The Willy Serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of our position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain. Okay, so we need to do a few things first. Oh, okay, there we go. I see where I need to go. Music for the journey. So, I had mentioned earlier that I'm not quite sure how many episodes this is going to be. Mostly because the last two quests, I guess you could call it, mostly just the last quest, is so long because of the cutscenes that play. It's essentially a movie. Like, it's an hour of just cutscenes. It's awesome, by the way. So, like, when we get to that final episode, just be prepared that it's going to be a lot. It's going to just be a lot of just watching, sitting back. Not really as much gameplay as far as like battles are concerned. Almost none to be considered. So enjoy it like it's a movie. You know, just sit back and relax and enjoy it. But it is very important that you do watch it if you want to understand all the context and everything leading up into Heavensward. If you don't, you'll miss a large portion and the motivations of everything and what happens to characters and things of that nature. Highly recommend it, like I said before. So I'll try my best to make sure those cutscenes are all one episode, so that you're not sitting there like, okay, we have to cut them up and wonder the fate of everyone. Everything will just be one big old episode. Probably over an hour of just cutscenes, so just be prepared for that. That's where this game is ultimately heading, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, so that was the first... Are there more? There are. Alright, let's pull in some more. I should probably get Momo out here. I mean, just to help a little bit. Those guys are coming in, huh? Alright, let's see if we can get some Art of Wars here. Attack both of these Assault Wyverns. Alright, that's one down. Let's get the other one. I can just get him with a Ruin too. That should be about good. Alright. Is there another one that we have to take care of? Ugh, there is. Jesus Christ, and it's so far away. Alright, I'm going to teleport to Camp Dragonhead because I don't want to go all the way up there. That walk all the way up here just to come up here, it's too much. Okay, in order to get there, we need to exit out through the top, the northmost here, and continue our way almost all the way up to the top tippy corner. I rarely ever come up here. In fact, I've never been up to this corner before, except for the last time I did this quest on my other character. There's really just no reason to. I'm sure if I was playing another class, there might be a mob up here that I need to go and slay, or there might even be a fate that comes up here that I've never seen before. I don't really know. A hunt mark, an S-rank hunter, something of that nature, but I have never come up here except for this one story mission. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, let's just pull these guys in. Have Momo start attacking someone. Alright, so we'll pull... actually, these guys aren't going to come in all close together. There we go. Alright, that's what I was waiting for, so I could start using Art of War. Yeah, stupid dragons. Alright, there are some more, so just be aware. We ain't done just yet, boys. Alright, let's draw that one in. Hopefully. Yeah, there he comes. Start getting some Art of Wars. Guess we don't need to, since that first one went down. Cool. Alright, and then there's one more. The Commander. The Commander coming to attack us. He shouldn't be too much trouble. He does look really cool, though. Not gonna lie. That is such a cool dragon design. Like, it's simplistic in a way. It's nothing like grandiose that you see in some fantasy, but like it just looks cool visually. So, but unfortunately, he is dead with one last fire breath. Okay, and once again, I'm just going to teleport to Dragonhead, and then we'll go back to the gates. There's just a lot going on here, and I don't have time to worry about traveling. We just want to get to the story, man. Alright, let's continue on. This person just hip-hopping it along. I understand you're a Viera, but I don't think Viera is actually a hop. I don't think that's a trait of a bunny girl. I don't know, maybe it is. You only really ever see them in Final Fantasy XII, so you don't really know too much. Actually, you know, it's been so long since I played that game, and honestly, I never actually finished it because I was way too young and stupid to understand the gambit system and the combat system per se. So, yeah, I never finished that game. I don't know. Maybe she does have mad leaps. Maybe at one point during, like, a cutscene, she just, like, leaps 15 feet in the air, just, like, does a spinny-roo or something like that, just to get behind someone. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements. Decimated, you say? Gervanian's devils. Damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, my lady. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Alright. The Steps of Faith. Sir Marceline wishes to prepare you for the siege of Ishgard. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know that you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the Steps of Faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane ward that forms a barrier we call Dranafin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protections, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the Steps of Faith. Should the Gervanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm the city within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It should be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to these parts of the bridge, wherein the wards are sealed. All now rests on us, adventurer. Lead your comrades out onto the Steps of Faith and prepare to meet the Horde. May the fury guide your blades. The Steps of Faith, now available. So, we need to go into the duty finder to... This guy just pointing at us, man. It's weird. Alright, so we need to go to the duty finder, or you can just enter it via this. Let's uncheck the chrysalis so we don't do that again by accident, and queue in for the Steps of Faith. I might have to wait a while. Alright, here we are, queued into the Steps of Faith. I don't know too much about this trial, to be honest with you. I've just fought this guy. I know the one thing is you don't want to be under him because you can get squashed, and it will hurt you, I think, and knock back, but I think you just kind of fight this guy as he walks closer, at least in this stage. I think in the other parts of the game, like earlier on before our item level was so high, you could get away with... I think you had to actually, like, do mechanics. I think the cannons that you see up here, lined right up here and here, you have to use those in certain times. I don't know. No one that I've played with whenever I've done this has ever done such a thing, so I just kind of stay under whoever this is, Mishap, this giant dragon. Don't get stepped on, and go from there. Alright, so we'll put a dot effect on this guy. Oh, Scholar put on some stuff on us, so that should be fine. We'll just continue to end this guy's life real quick. Let's put an Adoloquium on this guy. Since he is our main tank, let's not step in that. And we should be good. Don't step in this cone. That's from this dude. Just keep on going through on your attacks, putting your dot effects and whatnot on him as well. Eventually he will die. I think some of our teammates are using the cannons, and obviously his cone attack there is preventing them from being used for too long. Alright, let's just put on a sucker here. Let's go for some Art of Wars. Start taking out this group. I think the off-tank helps with this one. I think that's their kind of role in this. Off-tank does that. Main tank stays with the Vishap. Vishap guy, whatever he's called. Alright, let's go with a Whispering Dawn here so that we can just get some regular regen on some people here. Ooh, we all just got stunned there for a second. Interesting. Alright, so he's going to attack the next set of cannons. One of our guys, hopefully, yep, he's out of it. So we'll just keep on attacking. Nothing really too crazy here. Make sure that we hit the Lucid Dreaming so that we have the MP to withstand this. And he should go, if everyone's doing their job correctly, he should go down before he reaches any real, becomes any real problem. Whoops, we lost our healer. Hold up. Let's get them back up real quick. I don't know how they just died there, to be honest with you. Let's hit them with a sucker. See if we can find them real quick, because they're going to have MP trouble, so we'll just make sure they stay alive. I don't know where our healer friend is. Where are you? Up there you are. Staying off to the side. I don't know if that's the best place to stand, to be honest with you, but I'm also, I don't know, it's my first time doing this, so I can't say one way or the other. Let's do another Whispering Dawn just because. Just because. It looks like we have some dudes behind us, so we'll make sure we take care of them. I'm not sure if the op-tank is here with us. Looks like that one guy, I think that's a Dark Knight over there. Hold them, so we should be fine. Let's get ourselves a little Lucid Dreaming, and we'll just keep on getting this guy down. We have a Dancer here. Ooh, I don't want to stand in that, that's for sure. We have a Dancer here. I don't know who else is fighting him with us, if anyone at all. But we're falling a little bit behind, so we'll make sure that we kind of stay with our friends. Looks like that's a Samurai coming through. I'm going to start using some Bio 2s. There, or, I don't know why I keep on saying that lately. Ruin 2s. Alright, and then we'll switch over back to Vishap and continue slaying him. We are getting pretty close to Ishgard, and he's only got about half health here, so people are dying. Hold up. Oh, they're already being rezzed. Not by me, though. Our other healer. Got him. Can I see that guy? Unfortunately, I can't click on him just yet. There we go. Let's see if we can get him here. I'm going to hit everyone with a sucker here. I don't know where that person is. There you are. Unfortunately, I already used my Swift cast before I could, so we're going to have to... Oh, come on! That would happen. I'm stunned. That's not good. Let's see if we can get this person. I know it's like 8 seconds. Hopefully our tank hold him, and I won't get interrupted this time. There we go, guy. Join the party again. We're all having fun over here. Alright, let's hit everyone with a Whispering Dawn. Hopefully he'll be in an area that I can hit him as well. There he goes. Alright, let's continue on. I'm going to get a Lucid Dreaming just because I had to use a Resurrection here. I guess I should. I don't really need Sacred Soil. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, since we are constantly moving. Alright, I have no idea how our progress is. It looks like we're just under halfway. We're about to get to halfway, so I think we're doing alright as far as this is concerned. I don't know if everyone's using the cannons, but I don't know. As far as this is concerned, I think we're doing just fine. We'll just keep on going. Let's see if we can get... Oh, no, they're a little far outside of my range. I'll get them some healing. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not good. That's a lot of dudes here. What's going on here? Where are our tanks at? Where are our tanks at? Hopefully they're pulling these guys, because I'm not quite sure what's going on. Let's see if we can focus on this guy real quick. Finish him off so our tanks can focus on this one. Because he's still looking at me. Oh, not anymore. Okay. One of our other tanks is here. Alright, so we'll focus on this poor dragon, taking him down. Shouldn't be too hard from here. Should just go down right about now. And we'll continue working on Vishap, who is about to die. He is at 9%, which is a good percent to have him at. And we still have cannons aplenty. So it looks like we are just about fine here. Nothing really to worry about. Get off of my butt, please. Alright, bunch of dragons over here. A few of our guys fighting, well, one of our guys fighting over there. I'm just going to keep on Art of Warring over here. Hoping that they go down pretty quickly and soon and leave me the frick alone. We got one of our tanks pulling that dude, so it should be fine. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this hap. Let's see if we can also keep our tank alive here. Alright, how's he doing? Oh, he's at 4%. Alright, we need to, oops, need to make sure I get Lucid Dreaming here going. Alright, we're just under half, or just over halfway, and he is at 0.2, 0.1, and dead. There we go. The Steps of Faith is now complete. Alright, let's rush to the end. I don't know how many other peoples are left. Just one. This is the samurai and I. Alright, to the end we go. And that will let us move on to the next part of the patch. The dragons! They are withdrawing! Victory is ours! One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain, the Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhaps you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all of the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of the great worm Nidhogg, and only your death will state my lance. Alright, let's turn in. Let Elfino know that we have succeeded in our mission. Nia, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Commander Lamoura, Nia, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humblest thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with the well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. I too would offer my thanks, Nia. Through your deeds we have achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And, mayhaps equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against the dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And, as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demand of duty, however, allows me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ul'dah and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to the Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. God, we are such a good person, helping everyone, being the champion of Eorzea, the warrior of light. It's just so good. So good. Alright, Minfilia, I have stories to tell. Nia, welcome back. Alfino sent word of the siege, and, of course, of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Nia. Thank you. Well, of course. I do it all for you, Minfilia. Alright, spell speed, I guess. Administrative decision. Minfilia seems loath to put you to further trouble so soon after your last great exertion. You must be wary, Nia, and now may very well be your only chance to... Antecedent. Hello, Tataru. A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you. The royal seal? Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Namino Ol Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? Ah, but mayhaps they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Mumbrida, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I may insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Okay. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Curious. I have never known Tataru to sigh at such request. Could aught be amiss? Tataru is feeling down? I don't like it. I'm gonna go figure out what's going on with her. We need a happy Tataru for a happy Scions. Without her joy, everyone else will be dragged down. I hate to put that burden on her, but... Excuse me? Tataru? Where'd you go, girl? Weren't you supposed to have some duties that you were supposed to do? Where'd you go? Tataru is conspicuous by her absence. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's how you conspicuous, but maybe I just never used the term in that way. Who knows? Flamen? Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Alright, let's go figure out what's going on. Maybe she had a meeting with someone like Slathborn or an adventurer or something. Oh, Tataru, where are you? Tataru? Oh, she's all the way up there. What's she doing up there? Secret meeting? With a lover, perhaps? With Wedge? Ugh. Honestly, I don't know. No, she's just sitting here, swaying, huh? Tataru, darling. What's going on with you? Oh, Nia, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly. It feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Menphilia before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Nia. I'm glad we had this little chat. Okay. Hopefully I get some information on what's going on. I would like to know as well. Anyone who is down in the Scions is a concern to me. You know? The Scions' problems are my problems. What's going on, Tataru? Yes, Tataru? You have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Nia made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the Adventurers Guild and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Every Hoary Boulder and Coltonant have been even Hoary Boulder and Coltonant have been promoted from guard duty to fill our needs for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too should acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Whoa, hey! That's the first time I've always been knocked down to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell that has aught befell with which I might help, antecedent? Not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was just joined to us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, antecedent. I take my leave of you. Alright, quest complete. And with that, I think we are about to end our episode. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, and much love to you.